use OBS. Okay, so this is okay here, and I'm joined by Zaraza. Hi there, Zaraza.
Oh, hello.
And we are watching Zyxon against Kleerkast in the Crazyhouse Candidates. It's game one. We've missed most of game one, so we'll have to come back and probably look at it more carefully later. Well, White's queen is under attack, but Black's king looks a little less safe, so not sure who's winning this. The knight's coming back into the action with knight c7. But you need to, oh yeah, the queen can get into the action, even better. Okay, now this is looking, those diagonals, queen and bishop. But is the king finding safety? So how would the king find safety?
Bishop.
Yeah, there was a problem. King b5, queen takes b7 was also coming.
Oh, lose time. 1-0.
1-0. But I think maybe I'll just quickly take a look through that first game. But and so okay, second game we started. It's a French defense, but Kleerkast not pushing e5 just yet. Hi there, Tommy Tao. Hopefully the stream is holding up okay. Let me know.
Hello, Tom.
So just quickly looking at that final position, I think mate was coming very soon. It was mate in 5. The problem is if king b5 in the final position, do I go queen takes b7 or knight c7? Both of them look quite promising. So queen takes b7, knight c7 coming if you block, so you probably move the king. But yeah, okay, so you can see that mate is going to be coming fairly soon here without going into the details. How did Kleerkast get into that winning position? It was, I see, a French defense as white. So this is probably still opening theory, as it were, from Zyxon. But then, okay, grabs a pawn and goes for this break and going into e6. So very, okay, and then we get to the position where we're joining. So e6 and the weakness on f7 proved to be the critical thing in that game. Okay, so back to the current game. Where is the weaknesses in this game? So okay, so black trying to hit g2. Sorry.
Run, king, run.
So who's winning this?
And?
Because black's threatening to take the... Yeah, you can't take... I see you can't take the knight because then g5 falls. Tom says everything looks okay. That's great news. Yeah, so I'm a little bit... So, okay, there are two pieces hanging for white, but it's the bishop, actually, that's the problem. And the knight on on f4 is doing a wonderful job, actually, because it's protecting g6. There's no, like, knight at g6 takes the rook or something like this. So, actually, I think black's doing okay. And knight takes g2 is a live threat. So the problem, by taking that knight, he opened up the bishop diagonal, and knight takes g2 in fact comes. And with queen in hand, so he could just take this twice, but then he'll give a rook for d7, so he has to calculate if that's safe. Takes twice, rook d7, king could just drop back. Yeah, I see, wherever the king could drop back, but then you're potentially losing the queen. So I think queen takes. If you just drop back now, then a pawn lands on e7, doesn't it? So you're going to have to give away the queen and hope you get a count. You hope you have a counter mate somewhere along the way. But he's calculating it because the queen takes knight, rook at d7. Yeah, there's a problem actually. Yeah, because if he does rook at d7, king f8, then there was knight at g6 check, takes. Yeah, I don't see it all the way, but it was. So he decides to give away the queen instantly. So pawn at e7 gives the queen. Who do you think's winning, Zaraza? Hard to say.
Back.
You think black's got this with all those pieces in hand?
Pawn on e7.
Pawn on e7. I think he just takes it.
Mm.
Oh, interesting. So the idea is if king takes knight at
Take.
f7, pawn at f7.
Queen don't take knight g8.
For sure. Actually, this is interesting because if white had two pawns in hand, I'd be scared. But maybe you can just go king takes knight. Yeah, king takes knight, pawn f7, king h8, and he doesn't have a second pawn. He's got a rook on g8, takes, but he hasn't got a second pawn.
97.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't got a
And
second pawn for f7, you see. Once queen takes g8, rook takes g8. Yep. So we're going to see this line I'm describing. He wants a pawn. He doesn't. Wow! He didn't need a pawn. A knight would do. Oh, that is beautiful. I mean, that is insane. That's one for the books.
Mate in 2 or 3?
Yeah. I mean, mate in 10 if you go back to the beginning. Insane game, says Fishy the player in Lichess chat.
Oh, 3 knights.
Okay, so Zaraza, you're not watching.
1-1.
Zaraza, you need to stop watching the stream. You need to be watching the Lichess.
I watching on Twitch.
Yeah. You need to stop watching on Twitch and just watch on Lichess. I mean, you can have the Twitch on in the background, but you need to watch on Lichess and comment on the Lichess link. So meaning we need to be both looking at the live game. So Queen E2 has just been played, check, from Zyxon. So just to back up. Very unfamiliar position to me, but I'm imagining yeah. So Queen E2 was defending the bishop, and now he's saving the knight. So he didn't want bishop takes bishop, knight takes, and then d3, which would have been the other way of solving things. Okay. d3 looks good. He goes immediately for takes g7. I was thinking d3 because you can never defend g7.
What is your forecast for the score of the match?
Zyxon 7-3.
Oh, 7-3.
Maybe
6-4?
6-4. No. I think Zyxon is very strong. I mean, Kleerkast found a beautiful mate that last game. Amazing. Because I saw that whole line, but I didn't see the knight check. I thought he didn't have a pawn. Wow, those 3 knights. This game.
Yeah, knight f5. No.
Yeah, knight f5 is interesting.
Check.
Knight f5. So knight f5, king goes back to g8 because you don't want a pawn to land on g7. There's a lot of development issues. He goes knight h5. So king still goes to g8, but
check.
Oh, do you see what he's trying to do here? If king g8, queen takes d7. Queen takes. The idea was king g8, queen takes d7, picking up that knight. I'll just show you the final position. So queen takes d7, queen takes knight, queen takes queen, and then the idea was knight at h6 and bishop at g7 mate. So it was a 2 knights and bishop mate he was going for.
Oh, then take knight d7 maybe. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was the plan.
Yeah, bishop. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a French
First game.
defense. Black is winning a pawn here, which is... Ooh, we're gonna... So this is all theory for now, and I don't know how it continues, but... So Vichy... So King G8, Queen takes D7, exactly. So the threat was knight H6 at G7. So it's not a forced mate, but it's you're picking up the queen next, and yeah, this is
Oh, queen.
So I'm just going to tell people. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you're watching on Lichess, by the way, Zaraza, really important. Yep. You're watching the Zyxon TV on Lichess. Just want to make sure. So you can have the Twitch open also, but you must watch on Lichess. Okay, so is there a threat here? Knight at e2 isn't a threat because king h1, queen at g1, he could just take with the knight. So with the knight, he's probably going to pick up the knight anyway, but I'm just saying knight at e2 is not a mate threat. There is no smothered mate because the knight hits g1. However, takes the knight is probably the most annoying threat here. Yeah, takes the knight on f3.
Maybe bishop e2. Bishop on e2.
Yeah, bishop in e2. That's that would be bishop on e2 would be one.
Nice move.
Or moving the knight. Probably or moving the knight maybe. Okay, instead he goes for he's threatening queen at e7 mate. And I think black's idea is here, my attack is faster. If you take on e7, I think black is trying to claim he can take the knight and white doesn't have mate. Now, is he right? Or is there a mate? With knight, bishop and queen. I'm nervous about that, actually. So if white took the bishop and black took the knight, maybe knight at f6 would mate. Knight takes... No, it wouldn't mate. Yeah, there's nothing.
Oh. Yeah.
This is...
I see.
Okay, so this is sneaky from Kleerkast. He takes a second knight. Okay, Zyxon goes for it. I think Kleerkast has something up his sleeve here. What does he? Let's see. Maybe he doesn't. He's pretending he has something up his sleeve anyway. No, I can't see a mate here. No, this is trouble.
Maybe
yeah, white is toast.
Bishop take bishop, no? Oh.
Yeah, no. The problem is knight at h3. Knight at h3 was smothered mate. The moment you take that bishop, knight at h3, smothered mate. Knight at h3, king h1, queen g1 takes, knight takes f2. Or even take knight h3, king h1 takes g2 is also mating. So Kleerkast is toast here. Because the queen is defending and you can just, yeah, attack this queen is the problem. That's a very neat way of doing it. Getting the pin. So he's going to have to give up the queen. And now he doesn't have any material to attack with. He's used his queen for defense. Okay, so he's going to take this pawn on e4. But he has no material to continue the attack.
Nice diagonal. Poor Kleerkast.
Well, Kleerkast is safe for now, just he has no material. And no time. But no material is the real problem. Probably a neat way of doing this would be knight takes d4. and then put a pawn on e2, but there's no point risking anything. So the question is how to do this neatly. So Kleerkast being resilient. Oh yeah, so Zaraza in Twitch chat saying, of course there's an interview coming up with GSVC. So what day is that again? Zaraza, remind us. It's in the Crazyhouse calendar, but what day is it? What day is the interview with GSVC? Zaraza? What day is your interview with GSVC? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Okay, I'll have to open the link.
Saturday.
Saturday. So next Saturday.
Yeah.
Tune in. Okay, so check blocks the file with the developing move. Just backing up. It looks like White's got into some trouble here. So White's won a piece for a pawn, but it doesn't look nice because knight is landing on g2, picking up a piece. You don't want to allow that. Okay, so basically White's just given back the piece. I think Black probably should have just taken on e2 and disturbed that king, because now the king's just going to castle and be very happy. But Kleerkast is ganging up, trying to win a pawn, so actually material is equal in this position. And because material is equal, material counts, as it were. It's a very balanced position. Both sides have the same structure, so it is important to protect your central pawn. Okay, I think he just wants to get that king off the open e-file, so I'm expecting just castles. You don't obviously want to move the bishop, because otherwise the king will be disturbed and can never castle. And I think White would like to castle. Black has no pieces in hand to really attack, but okay, Zyxon chooses not to castle.
So Black don't have a knight.
If he did, you put the knight on h4, is it? So, well, he's getting... Black's development is rather smoother, I have to say. Here, he wants to take the knight and take on e3. Okay, so White is developing in some strange way, which actually works.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Greetings, the Daunting Wolf. So we're on a live stream of a Crazyhouse Candidates match. So if you go to Lee Chess and you look at Zyxon TV, you can join us. If you're
Wait.
If you're into Crazyhouse.
This is my real voice. I was just kidding.
Yep. Hi there. So if you're into Crazyhouse, come and join us. Zyxon TV, and you're live on stream.
Okay, so what's your username?
You need to follow ZYXON. ZYXON. Maybe if you go to the Crazyhouse channel, Zaraza might have posted the link to Zyxon TV.
Okay.
You're in a noisy city over there. where are you, Daunting Wolf? It's a noisy place wherever you are.
Well, I'm playing with Royal Maniac, so it's getting a little.
Okay, well we'll just get, well we're streaming some Crazy House here, so we'll just continue the commentary. So looks like Kleerkast is trying to gang up more on C2 because he takes, and suddenly E3 will fall. Okay, I'm gonna yeah, not I'm gonna leave Dawn. Hang on, I'm not sure. I don't. Yeah, Daunting Wolf
Let's see.
Daunting Wolf isn't really commenting on the Crazy House, so might as well leave the channel. So
Oh shit! Royal Maniac is very strong. He's.
yeah, okay. So Daunting Wolf, we're doing a Crazy House stream here, so you're kind of if you're not commenting on the Crazy House, then this is not the right channel. This is, as I said, this is a live stream of Crazy House.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so yeah, if you're not commenting on Crazy House, you're
Well,
kind of
no
gate crashing
problem
us
with
right now.
Crazy House.
You're gate crashing our stream, basically.
No, I like Crazy House, but the thing is, no matter how strong I am at chess, it doesn't work. For some
Yeah,
reason,
so absolutely, yeah. So
another,
your chess will help.
you
Your
just need
chess will help
another
your Crazy House.
dimension of logic. Okay.
Yeah, no, your chess will help your Crazy House. Okay, about that. So your chess will help your Crazy House, but you're absolutely true. There is a different logic to Crazy House, and it does require getting used to. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Kleerkast can win this game.
Yeah. So
What's your rating on Crazy House?
well,
I'm curious.
we're 2,000 plus. Both of us. I mean, like, but we're commenting on commentating on candidates. So candidates they're 2,500 plus. We're commentating on a 2,700 guy. Okay, so Zyxon on the ropes, but he's holding
Right.
holding it strong for now. The problem is he doesn't have any entry points into the Black King, so this game is not. This game is Kleerkast is going to win this game eventually. It's going to put another pawn on d2 and take on e1. Okay, I'm sorry, Daunting Wolf. I'm gonna say remove him from the channel because we're just going to continue with our commentary. It's slightly distracting.
Okay. I'll just leave, and then if I'm done with my games, I'll.
You can join. Yeah, absolutely. You're
some
always welcome to
Crazy
join
House.
us. You watch Zyxon TV and join us. Absolutely. Always welcome.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay. So notice that there was no rook at f1 checkmate because the bishop on b5 was protecting. So it was no obvious mate, and Zyxon's still holding on. And what's the idea here? What's the mating idea? I can't see it. Why can't he just take the knight? Oh, because rook takes e1. Yep. Rook takes e1 is coming. So the threat is knight at e2, but somehow Zyxon has quite a few pieces to defend with still. So queen at f1, for example. Queen at f1 seems to defend quite well. Oh, he's going straight for the mate. I'm just going to mate you, he says. Okay, the problem is he's going to get mated, I think. Knight, exactly. Knight at e2. He had to defend e2, I think. But his calculation is, let me go for this. Let me go for the counterattack. I think that was too ambitious. He's going to get mated, surely. He's going for a run, though. Not so... Yeah, suddenly it's not so clear. Okay.
Why?
So Kleerkast goes for the defense.
Knight or e2?
Yeah, so white is toast here.
Nice move.
So I just want to. I'm going to drop you. That's the link you should be watching, obviously. Yeah. So, I see. Hang on, let me just look at that final position. Yeah, so the D and E files were both opening up, so white is getting crushed. Okay. So Kleerkast fights back to two games to 3. Zyxon leading 3-2, and this is interesting. This in standard chess, this maneuver bishop to G4 is refuted by this knight to E5 hitting this bishop. But in Crazy House, maybe it's still playable. Okay, so white seems to be doing quite well here. Bishop landing on D4, for example.
E2. Queen take E2. No?
Queen takes E2, but then whose king is safer? Like white's king is safer, so a queen trade suits. Queen trade is perfect for white. He'll take, and then take, and then either drop a pawn on D7 or yeah. So black doesn't want a queen trade. It's just
Okay, so can you give me a link of what you're spectating, or like?
Yeah, so ZYXON TV. So ZYXON, just search up ZYXON and look at his TV.
ZYX TV.
ZYX.
Okay, can you just DM me like privately so that it's more helpful?
Or go to the Crazy House channel, and I think someone will have put it on the Crazy House channel.
I sent him.
Yeah.
I sent him in link.
Okay.
The Crazy House channel. I don't really know where's the Crazy House. Oh yes, found it.
No problem.
So what city are you in?
Found it. Thanks.
What city are you in, Daunting Wolf?
City.
Yeah, what city are you in?
Country.
Well, I'm in Dhaka, but the country I'm living in is Bangladesh. That you might not like heard of.
Of course we've heard of it, and
right
I know Dhaka
right
is.
beside India.
We all know where Bangladesh is. Don't worry, we're not. Yes. Yes, that's very because it's we didn't know that Dhaka was such a noisy city. That's what we didn't know. But it's cool. It's not good to hear from you. It's a very bustling city.
Okay. Right. You see like Drew Ginsky videos or something? Drew Ginsky like visited all the countries, and he has a YouTube video.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and put the sound up so I can hear
For
you.
some reason, I like your accent.
So Zaraza is from Russia. Obviously, I'm from the UK.
Moscow.
So we have, yeah. Oh, beautiful move here. I mean, I don't know if it's going to work, but oh no, it doesn't work at all. Ouch. But it was a beautiful idea. Because obviously, if the queen takes that knight, you have knight takes f3.
Why didn't it work?
Well, he just it didn't work because of the fork. Check picks up the knight for free, but it was really beautiful. If the queen took the knight, knight takes f3 and at g2 checkmate. So the idea was deflect the queen, knight takes f3 and g2 checkmate.
Look at it.
Or why would you just sacrifice a knight?
Oh,
That's hideous.
so the idea was if the queen took the knight, then you have checkmate.
I'm talking about the present game that you're playing right now. Like, why would someone like hang the knight?
Oh yeah, no, that's a very, very good question. That's a really good question. And the answer is because look at black's position. He's got a pawn for that knight, and he has a beautiful king pawns in front of his king if he ever wants to castle. And look at his bishops. They're both open. So that's why you do it. Actually, you get really decent bishops, and you get a safer king. And that pawn, you got a pawn for the knight. Pawn's not bad. You can stick that pawn one day on h3. Like, not in this position, but in some positions. You can stick it on h3, and it's black who's the one who's got the big attack on white. Now, of course, these are both top players, and so it's not... White knows what to do, basically.
But the thing is that I'm confused. But I have one question, that what if you're very stable, but you have up a knight, like in the future, of course.
Yeah.
Like in the future, wouldn't be bad.
You're right. I mean, in general, a piece for a pawn, the piece will win in the longer term. But so basically, there are two things. Material is not so important as initiative, basically. So, if you were up a knight and the position is stable, you're completely crushing. But if you're up a knight and the position is unstable, it's better to be, if you're up a knight and your king is safe and your opponent's king is not safe, that's worth the piece, actually, in Crazyhouse. So here there's the e5 issues, but simply blocking the e file.
The thing is, I've tried.
Yep.
If bishop takes, there is a threat of like knight takes f6, of course, like bishop takes f3 and then queen takes f3.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, bishop takes f3, queen takes f3. So why does he take the knight? He takes the knight because the knight is more threatening to his king. So in general, it's a good idea to take the pieces which are more threatening to your king. So that's why he takes the knight.
What if bishop takes h2?
Yeah,
There's a discovered attack.
He did this. I don't think
there's
it's... It is. I don't think it's that great, actually. But he has done this. So it wins a pawn. It wins a pawn, but look at what you're doing. You're actually giving white an h-file to attack your king. And as I said, you don't want to be giving...
Yeah, I thought about this.
Yeah, so it may be good. It may be good.
No, but in the other hand, if you just...
Well, chaos ensues.
But if you just take the knight, you could just... But look at this position more clearly. If you just take the knight, you have the threat of like knight takes d4, isn't it? Outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Knight takes d4.
Yeah. And you have also threat of queen takes g2, so that, well, not with the rook there, but yeah, you have lots. Yeah, absolutely. It's very interesting. So you obviously thought that, knight takes d4 as well, like you said. Yeah, it's also a threat.
Oh.
You can just block. It's not
Well, I think
you can block.
black is losing.
No, you can just block. It's okay for now. Oh, he has a second bishop. Okay, oops. Yeah, that's a problem. Well...
this is losing.
But this is Crazyhouse. You never resign and...
This is losing.
Well, white only has a queen, so it's still... I agree, but the key, actually, white's got so many pawns. So he could go rook takes h7, for example. Yeah, so white is just coming in. Rook takes h7 is a problem. d5 might be a problem. So he defends h7. That's good. d5. Trying to use those pawns. White's got a lot of pawns in hand. So d5 happens. Couldn't defend both d5 and h7.
Isn't the latest TV?
Hi there, Alex. So the idea of d5 is he wants to go e6 next, and it's if black takes, you're ripping open you're bringing your d1 queen into the attack, and if he doesn't take, you're building a pawn chain into the black position. So here his plan is just get the king back to g8 and yeah, his plan is get the king back to g8 and hide away, or f8. And we're going to see a pawn chain. Another pawn is going to land on f7, I guarantee.
F.
No, I mean maybe not.
Pawn to f7 is pretty dubious.
He just takes twice, I guess.
Defeat him. Oh, that's really bad.
So at h6.
Or what if you
Next.
just plant the knight on g8?
Yeah, knight on g8, and then at h6 is coming next. At h6, and how do you defend that knight? Oh, he's got f7. Surprising. So I guess.
Just take it. No. That's bad.
Pretty. Ooh, the other queen comes
Well,
in.
now it's completely losing.
Yeah. So nice play from Zyxon
Oh,
there.
Zyxon, Kleerkast. Careful.
4 games to 3.
For free.
Yep. d4, d5. We're seeing this line again.
Interesting.
Okay, what's your Leech's account? Like,
So it's hard for me to type while streaming at the same time. So Zaraza maybe can tell you her username and your so my name is OKEI and Zaraza ZARAZA. But it's hard for me to type and stream.
oh. I see.
Because we're live on Twitch
You
here.
might just type on the spectator room or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Spectator room. And hi there, Legend of All Berserks, who has
Oh, I
been
see you,
joining
okay.
us.
Legend
Okay, it
of
is in
all
my main
Berserk.
account. I just made it.
Легенда всех берсерков.
So you're whatever. You are live on Twitch right now, by the way. So have fun.
Oh, nice.
And live on Leechess. I assume Leechess is also covering us on the front page.
Oh, I can see you like live now.
Yep.
Wait, just a second.
Yeah, on the front page you can see we are live. But you should watch from the TV. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
Watching from the TV, don't watch from Twitch. We don't want the Twitch background. Okay, so the problem was at d7. At
I
d7
sent him.
comes anyway. So the point of the knight was to defend d7. So why didn't he take with the knight? Is it because then knight at c7 would pick up the rook. So Zyxon really getting into trouble in this black opening. And what is Kleerkast doing here? Queen d3, queen to h3. This is very creative stuff. Then pushing e6. These are some nice ideas. So he's losing a pawn, but he's dislocating the king.
King to c7?
Yeah, knight c7 if you take the queen, so that's the problem. So, yeah, king to c7, now what?
Pawn on d6.
No,
and,
no. Because then
if bishop take knight, pawn take knight 5.
yeah, that's yeah, okay. I mean, that's possible.
You know, I'm watching you on Twitch right now.
Yeah, but
Oh.
so have the Twitch
And
muted.
As you can see.
Yeah,
As you can see.
yep. Sorry, yep.
Yeah, I just muted the site.
Yeah, but do commentate on the Leechess link because the Twitch has got a delay. So do commentate. Oh yeah, hi there, chess youngster. Nice. Oh, hi there, Saxita. Opera is in the house. Bishop takes c5, pawn at d2. Bishop takes c5. Ooh, so bishop takes c5. The threat is pawn at d2 takes and takes c3. So yeah, thanks for the sharp, insightful commentary as always from Opera. Creative idea, bishop e3. Looks dangerous. Yeah, so it's both defensive and important covering this. Yeah, so just to anyone who is in the House Party channel, anyone's welcome to join us, but do watch from the Leechess TV, not from. I mean, you can watch the Twitch for sure, but commentate on the Leechess TV because there's a lag on the Twitch. So desperate to deflect that knight because then he could put a queen on d7, and it's very close to mate with knight takes c. If king b8, knight takes c6, takes, pawn at c7, promote, double checkmate, those sorts of ideas. Knight a4, good move, white winning, says Oppa. Yeah, it does look like a strong move. Because you could attack the knight and take it, but another knight has landed, and that knight's even stronger. You just have queen at d7 takes b7 mate coming. Okay, the king could run up, but that's also getting mated with queen here to finish. And up says, or just queen d7, knight takes c6 ideas. Yep, or just queen d8. Oh, queen d8. Oh, yeah, of course. Very simple. You just drop the queen back, and knight d7 would also be a mating idea. If this knight is deflected. Queen d7, just drop down, knight d7 mate. Yeah, nice one from Oppa. Okay, so suddenly everyone's gone very quiet, so hopefully you're still there. Okay, so forcing move, forcing bishop takes.
On the 2.
Yeah, nice.
Oh.
Okay, we got the mate now. Boom, boom, boom. Kleerkast is...
Dirty move.
Oh, king comes
How
up.
do you get the mate?
Sorry, king comes up. Sorry, I missed this. The bishop's been deflected, that's the idea. So the king is coming up. So is there a mate here? There probably is, but let's see how to find it.
This position looks so lost and looks
Correct.
pretty hard to find a mate.
Yeah, exactly. So it's lost, but I can't see the mate. Exactly. So now simply bishop takes, pawn probably mates here. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
What actually happened?
4-4.
that
That was sneaky. That was sneaky. I like that finish. So he kind of
you see the player.
yeah, that was pretty neat.
You said 7-3? Okay.
My prediction is out the window. Kleerkast has done the Netherlands proud. I mean,
The place where I am staying right now, it's very noisy and stuff.
yeah.
So I can't really.
Yeah. So you live in Dhaka, right?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you're in a busy city. You get the same problem for Americans in New York. It's a busy. You hear sirens going off. For the people who stream from New York, you get the sirens going off in the background. It's a very busy city. Whereas I'm in quiet Cambridge in the UK.
But the problem is that in the place where I'm staying, there isn't any taxis. I mean, like, there are taxis, but it's not that famous.
Okay.
But it's famous on like Uber and stuff. But there is one vehicle that is very popular, which is the rickshaw.
Rickshaw. Yes.
Very popular on India too.
Yes. Do you get rickshaws on Uber?
What if knight takes? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry, I said do you get rickshaws on Uber as well? Nice.
No, we don't.
No. Defense and attack at the same time. Neat. Yeah, I mean, Uber seems to have taken over. I mean, it's everywhere, right? Amazing.
Yeah, very, very successful business.
Very successful. But do you know something? They have never made any money in their whole history. Very
Okay,
successful.
won't take
They make more and more money
a pawn
every year.
on the 4.
Oh yeah. Black is threatening to take on e4. You know that Uber has lost $12 billion over its history. But the company is still worth 12 billion. Yeah, imagine if you're a businessman and you said to people, I want to borrow 12 billion to start my company. That's what Uber's done. Literally, they've borrowed $12 billion from all their investors. And the investors have given them 24 billion. So the value of the company is 24 billion. So the investors have given them 24 billion, says, we believe in you. We believe in you. And they've actually spent 12 billion of that without making any... The losses of 12 billion. They haven't made profits for their investors. They've made losses of 12 billion. But one day, they hope they will make profits. And the investors believe in them, which is why they invest in them. But they haven't made any profits yet. They're still 12 billion in debt. Not in debt, but that's the total losses they've made.
But who are the investors though?
So the investors are people who buy shares in the company. So you put your money in the company and the share price keeps going up, so the investors keep making money. And as long as people keep on buying the shares, the investors keep on making money. But if all the investors decided to sell the shares, obviously...
Right, but...
Yeah. We're having an economics little session as well as a Crazy House session. It's very interesting because Uber has the potential to be one of these, massive companies like Amazon or Microsoft or whatever, but they're still a startup. They're still just starting up, and they're still losing money while starting up. Okay, so pawn at f3 is a threat.
I found something weird that...
Yep. Very important.
Controls f3 mostly.
Yeah.
The king is a bit endangered and things like that.
Yep. But it was f3 was very important. You're happy to give away the rook. Rook is fine. But you're right. White is in trouble. f3 is a big weakness in his position. But black doesn't have that much to attack with, so black has to use his pieces on the board to do this attack. But I think, yeah,
Makes
black...
sense.
Yeah.
Also, black can take the a3 pawn, but it doesn't make so much sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a perfect example of, in chess, you grab the pawn. In Crazy House, that's a huge distraction. That bishop is defending the king. You don't want a pawn, you want to defend your king. So black's ideas are stuff like knight takes e3, knight takes bishop e3, picking up a bishop. What else? Obviously taking the rook. If the rook moves, putting a rook another pawn on f3. Just okay. So another pawn. Yeah, just pawn f3. Why not? And then take the bishop and then put a bishop on e4. Yeah. It's a very simple chess. Don't do anything complicated here. Yeah, just take the bishop, put a bishop on e4, knight takes, bishop takes, picking up the queen. Come on, this is just obvious. Oh, why didn't he take the bishop first? He should, because then that opens up the bishop on g6, defending it. Okay, this is actually still good, but it just felt knight takes bishop. Okay, maybe knight takes bishop, queen takes, and I don't know. But okay, you see he's just...
Knight take bishop?
Yeah, as time goes... Yeah, knight takes bishop still on. And as time goes on, notice how white's pieces are being traded off the board. Mm-hmm. So look, white only has a queen and rook on the board. He might have so many pieces in hand.
There was one...
So many pieces in hand, but look, black's got all his pieces on the board, which is where they count. Okay, so attacking the queen and threatening it with check. So that's pretty...
Found something.
Oh my goodness, has...
Oh.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't found anything, has he?
But notice something. If you watch on move 30,
Yeah.
you can see black missed something. Black could have moved like knight to d5. That was super, super like dubious. Okay, just let me just write on the chat.
Okay. So, white is bringing all his material to bear.
Need take.
Oh, sorry, I've missed all the chat. Like,
Different point.
So sorry, Oppa, been distracted. Knight at e3 comes. Rook h8 ideas.
Do you stream on OBS or Streamlabs?
I use OBS. I'm still trying to follow you. So.
Ooh, queen sack.
Yeah, this game has gone a bit over my head. I'm sorry, guys. So this is a beautiful move, keeping the king in the box. And, oh, beautiful finish!
Oh, nice.
What a finish! Yeah. So that was Zyxon.
Last game.
Yeah, we're going to final game. Let's try and look back at some of those ideas people were mentioning. So first of all, let's just. I don't know if my engine's going to work, but so knight takes e3 was played at some point.
No, your engine isn't going to work in the middle of the game.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the last game quickly. So knight d5? Knight d5 hitting the knight. Oh yes, this is a move that Legend of All Berserks. What shall I call you? Legend of All Berserks recommended this one. So you're hitting the queen and you're threatening to take the bishop. You're right. That was a killer move in that position. Taking the bishop immediately was also pretty strong. But how did this? Okay, so what was Oppa saying here? Got to get rid of the pressure on e3. Rook at h1 was correct. Knight at f5 was correct, defending the mate. But then knight takes e7 is a mistake. If you go bishop takes e7, then rook at h8 is not working because why is it not working? Because the bishop is still guarding f6. Amazing. So you can go at g7 takes king takes, but the bishop is still guarding f6. So everything is covered. So that was a critical mistake. And oh yeah, of course. Oppa was saying, of course, yeah, this is a brilliant try. Just you need to stop knight takes queen check, so you deflect that knight with that knight at h6. Yeah, that was really important. So that was just the only try, and that was a really tricky move because you had the correct defense had to be to take with the bishop, and then when you didn't, this became there's a mate coming, but not an easy mate. And there we go. Okay, so to the final game. Zyxon is black. 5-4 up. Is Zaraza's prediction going to be correct of 6-4? Let's see. Or is Kleerkast going to achieve equality? Looks like he knows what he's doing in these games as white, and he's got a pretty pleasant position. Very solid king.
He knows what he's doing.
Very solid king. He's just attacking those dark squares. Oof. Just like the last game. Metin being brutal in the chat, saying neither player makes good use of their winning positions.
Very brutal commentary.
Brutal commentary, yeah. Metin, by the way, one of the most famous Crazy House players from Turkey. Famous because he's played more Crazy House games than almost anyone on Lichess. Because he had another account before this one, so he has played so many games. So the problem is you can't take with the king because
39,000 games.
Yeah, and he played more than 50 on his previous account, so he's played Can't take with the king because of this. Can't take with the queen because of knight
man.
here. Now we have the threat.
He's in top 10.
He isn't top 10, no. Like,
Knight on e5.
he's top 10 in most games played, I'd say. Do you just go h6 and hope for the best?
He's Kleerkast.
Yeah, so
Kleerkast is rank 7 on Crazyhouse, and
yeah.
and the FIDE Master is the FIDE Master is rank 4 in Crazyhouse.
Yeah, so they're both
Outstanding.
this is a candidates for the World Championship. So they are both top 12 players.
Oh.
If
So
someone
what's
if someone can drop him the link
who's
to the
the
spreadsheet,
rank 1 in Crazyhouse?
then that would help clarify things. I should have a shortcut on my. Not sure if I do. Does that work? Oh yeah, that's a double LM. That's too old.
Send a link.
Yeah, I'm still looking. Yeah, it's just difficult to do it from. If I do it, I'll move away from the screen commentating. So I need someone else to post it. So Oppa says the point bishop at e3 covers h6. Interesting. So. Oh, I see. Yeah, bishop at e3 covers h6. So if knight takes, you can have double take. Okay, that was actually very creative. Takes. Okay. But
Do you do rapid commentary or something?
this. No, I don't. I mean, I have done 1-0 commentary, but not. Yeah, 1-0. There was a 1-0 World Championship which I commentated on. But
Right.
not so much. It's much easier to commentate on 3+2. Okay, so this pawn chain is very annoying. Because at some point White's just going to put
Oh,
a pawn.
it's a connect 5.
Yeah, exactly. And there's another one landing on g7 anytime.
D7 connect 6. Well, connect 6. Oh, sorry. Oh my god.
The knight is trapped. No, it's not.
Connect.
Knight comes back
Oh
here.
my God.
Not trapped. But there's this and this, maybe, to get a pawn. No, sorry. h3 is hanging. I'm being careless here. How is black defending this? Unbelievable.
Black is just congested for a second.
Yeah. So white does still have bishop takes d5, which might be killing.
Bishop takes d5.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I think, yeah, exactly. I think black needs to go for it. If black just sits tight, then yeah.
It's lost.
Yes. So that's why Oppa's also saying he's got knight takes h3 check as an idea, and now no more drop on g7. Now white has some material.
I'm surprised how they just turn very bad positions into very good ones. Very surprised.
Yeah. So the rook is hanging. There's nowhere the rook can go. So white's still bossing this for now, but it's just very. What is this move?
It's kind of nonsense.
Oh my goodness! I didn't even see this. Queen h5 check takes the bishop. What a wonderful defense. Okay. So he's still holding strong, is Zyxon, just about. Gives the queen. He's even clearing away the attack. He's got like knight takes knight takes e5 ideas to clear. Oh no, you don't have knight takes e5, because if you go knight takes e5, you end up getting mated with knight at e7 checkmate at the end of that line. So you've got to be careful. Got a queen fork with check, with check coming. So this is scary. Just drop.
What he's doing?
What is going on exactly? What is going on? Okay, you're getting a queen with check. That's got to be good. Can Zyxon win this? What a crazy game. Oh, we've got another queen check idea. Takes queen or rook with check idea. It's just about holding on because g7 is secure. Ouch, that is going to hurt. Okay, you can win a queen with check and then use the queen to defend maybe. Or use a rook to defend. You can take the queen with check, yep. And now... Do we have a mate? That would be the first try. Yeah, bishop takes g3 and rook takes f6 maybe. Maybe. Rook takes f6 immediately. Yeah, because the idea of rook takes rook, maybe bishop takes g3 works. No, maybe it doesn't.
5-5?
No, this is... Uh-oh. What is going on?
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one. Bringing the bishop in. He didn't have a mate.
Bishop to d6 or something.
Bishop d6 would defend against...
These players are so outstandingly great.
Okay. I think Black has somehow got this.
They are wizards.
They are indeed.
Oh,
Kleerkast resigns. The point is the bishop cuts off. Bishop cuts off the king's escape, so the king was actually stuck on the back rank here.
Why, guys?
If king goes back, rook here,
6-4.
rook at f1, king takes f1, queen f2 is checkmate. That's the problem. If the king steps up, then just queen here, queen takes g3 is checkmate. And if the king goes this way, it's just all very easy.
This game seems like Magnus versus Hikaru for some reason.
Okay, well, thanks for joining the commentary, making it entertaining for everyone watching. What should I call you, by the way, the Daunting Wolf? What should I call you? What name do you like to go by?
You can call me Pineapple because my family name is Pine, so
I'll go Pine.
Everyone just makes fun of me.
No, I like Pine. I'll go with Pine. Okay, and your just put your Lichess username Pine. Okay, and you mentioned your Lichess username, so when I put up the video, I'll say I was commentating with Zaraza and Pine. So thanks a lot, both of you for joining in, and congratulations to Zyxon, and congratulations to Zaraza for predicting the right result, 6-4 to Zyxon. Thanks everyone for watching, and hope everyone enjoyed. And thanks Oppa joining in on the Twitch chat as well. Really cool. Okay, bye guys.